most brilliant machine built by me, of course.
Hey guys, Taken here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. We're here on the stream. We got the World Tournament rewards. We got our copy of the PILAF Gang LR. I did manage to finish #1 in the local, so I did get 2 copies, but I wanted to do a 55% showcase because I know for a lot of people, you will have only picked up the 1 copy. So this is them, freshly awakened, not link leveled yet. If I try them out in any other difficult content or anything, I will get that second copy fed in, obviously start getting them link leveled. But come to check them out over here. The art is pretty cool. It's interesting. Some of these World Tournament LRs, pretty cool getting these Dragon Ball Saga characters, getting a little bit of extra representation. I like the animation for the LR effects, especially the sort of black and white flash. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So Emperor, Pilaf, Shu, and Mai. These guys are a Dragon Ball Seekers lead 4 key 130 to stats. Both their super attacks, they raise attack for 1 turn. The 12 key does colossal damage. The 18 key does mega colossal damage and has a high chance to stun. They have an entrance animation that you guys saw. They change physical spheres to AGL, Tech, or STR for 5 turns from their entry turn. They get attack and defense 120, additional 40 when performing a super attack, and then an additional 40% if it's an ultra super. Then they get an additional key 1 per type key sphere obtained. They get 70% extra attack and defense and a additional attack that has a high chance to become a super if you picked up an AGL orb. 100% defense and a high chance to dodge if you picked up a tech orb, or 100% attack and a high chance to crit, as well as seal the enemy if you picked up an STR orb. Then they get a guaranteed additional super with 7 or more orbs obtained, regardless of what they are. And then they change int key spheres to AGL, Tech, or STR when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku. So kind of like a Broly trio type thing, right? Where they get different abilities based on the different color orb that you get. But as long as you're getting 7 orbs, they are getting the guaranteed additional as well, which is good. So Kid Goku is one of their only 200% leaders. It's him and the Yamcha. So I think what we want to go for... What do we even want to go for here on the first turn? We haven't got any support or anything like that, so I think we probably just try and go for the AGL orbs, which gives them the 70% attack and defense, and then an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super. I'm just going to put them in slot 1 just so we can sort of guarantee that we are actually getting 7 orbs of them. So that gives them their full 24 key. We got 7 orbs, so we're going to get the additional as well. And then we did get the double 7 orbs for the Kid Gokus, which means we got that little bit of extra damage reduction as well. So 7.3. I mean, to be fair, that's a lot more than I expected, I'm not going to lie. No support on the rotation, and that's with 2 links active at level 1 at 55%. That's... I wasn't really expecting that, I'm not going to lie. So we got the additional super from the 7 orbs. We only got the... They should have had a passive where they're stunned versus Oolong. Yeah, that's actually really good. For 55% level 1 links. Very good. 2 links active, both at level 1. Now, these guys are weird because they're an extreme unit. So they're on teams like Terrifying Conquerors and stuff like that. But, of course, have a very strange link set. We'll take a closer look at that here. One of their better link partners is the LR Bulma. So she's also an orb changer. We're going to try and get her around onto the rotation with them. Can we take out Cell this turn? Good. It's kind of ideal that we don't, to be honest. Double Bulma intros. But yeah, the OST is pretty funny.
It should be around here.
But yeah, we got our World Tournament rewards. We're doing the 55% PILAF showcase, so we need to float off you. Ideally, we want Gohan in slot 2. Although Cell's stunned, so I guess for the sake of getting some stacks, we'll just get him to super first. And then if we get Bulma's orbs here, we will actually get the support for PILAF Gang on the next turn. So this will be then with a little bit of extra support compared to the first turn. Judging by who's on this rotation, I guess that means we've got Android 8 on the next turn, which means we have to float him off just so we can have him as a tank on the other rotation. Alright. No, I almost actually didn't finish him off this turn. Unfortunately, we did get enough orbs for Bulma to get her additional, so... Alright, so we go on to the second phase here. Let's see what kind of orbs we get on this turn. Oh, not great. We can get 7 orbs, though. So let's go for... We still only got the same 2 links active. We've got the support from Bulma on the previous turn. Now, the thing is, for this turn, you can see here their special abilities only come from getting AGL, Tech, or STR orbs. So, on this turn, we are going to get 9 orbs, which means we are going to get an additional super attack, but we don't get any of those extra buffs. So... I'm expecting we should see a much lower attack stat. Their start of turn defense is 200k, and that's with the Bulma support. So yeah, the fact that we can't even get the Kid Goku damage reduction orbs, this could be a pretty scary turn for them. Yeah, I was gonna say, especially if we get super attacked immediately. Oof. And then yeah, 5.6. So yeah, that's the thing where they're going to look a bit strange. They can change orbs to one of 3 different types, and then they get buffs based on those particular 3 types. But if you get a weird, like, orb change for the turn, then, yeah, they can't get any of those abilities. Because obviously the one where they get the extra chance to dodge is really good for a situation where you'd have to put them in slot 1. I guess, to be fair, though, outside of a showcase setting, I mean, they're not supporting, so they're not like a perfect slot 3 flowing unit for a Dragon Ball Saga team, but they're definitely not a slot 1 unit. But depending on how you're building your Dragon Ball Saga team, it's kind of like, would you run them on main rotation anyway? I'm not really sure. Alright, so we'll do this. Right, I want to make sure we don't have int orbs laying around, because the PILAF gang don't get anything from those. We have a lot of AGL orbs though, so considering the fact that he probably will survive the turn, that sets them up quite nicely for the next turn. Oh, we got the stun as well anyway, so... Now, Path to Power Kid Goku is such a great unit when he came out. Like, he's still decent, but obviously in the current meta, Big Boss super attacks are just way more than he can handle, even with the 7 orbs and everything. But he's a unit that you know is just going to instantly be back on teams, like as soon as he gets his EZA. Plus, he does support DB Saga or Youth Allies. I forget which one it is. Or both. Or it's, yeah, or, I can't remember. But the, Alright, so we won't put her in slot 1 because, of course, she'll take the... she probably will kill, but they have the Brainiacs link with Bulma, which only level 1 currently, but is an extra 10%. So let's go for... We can get 9 AGL orbs. That gives us the extra 70% stats and the chance to do the additional super. Get the orbs, so that gives us the extra stat buff from the support. So we're at 263k start of turn. Now bear in mind from their passive, remember when they do an ultra super, they get an extra 80%. So that's going to put them up to a good like 460. And then because we got the AGL orbs, I think they do get the... But do they get the buff as soon as you pick up the orbs? I think so, depending on how much their defense just went up by. But let's see what their... I mean, considering they broke 7 mil attack on that first turn, should get a decent... yeah, 8 mil. I mean, for a free-to-play unit, because that's what they are, essentially, despite how annoying it is to get them, because they are the World Tournament local reward, but 55% level 1 links. That's pretty good. I will definitely take that. Hey, shout out to Aaron, an in-game club member for 10 months. Let's go. I got a Zeno on a single and got Vegeta to 79%. Damn. That's pretty good. Alright. I do kind of want the STR orbs because the they do get the extra attack from those, but let's do that. Android 8, of course, is a GOAT defensive unit once you get past turn 5, especially with a Kid Goku on the rotation. And he dodged the super as well, which is pretty funny. Took me 1k to pull Vegeta, so of course I'm jealous. Yeah, it took me around 1k to pull one copy. But then fortunately it only took me like another 150 or whatever it was to pull another one. So the average is not as bad. But although saying that, we did do across the World Tournament weekend thing, we did 3 multis because we did one each day as one of the milestone goals. And I got God Goku 2 days in a row, Friday and Saturday. And then on the Sunday stream we just got a dead multi. So the last couple of multis on the Vegeta banner were not particularly good. Alright, so we're going to have the extra support from having Gohan on the rotation. We do also pick up Shattering the Limit from him as well. So the only problem is if we do this with Bulma in slot 1. Can we get 7 orbs still? No. Disappointing. We can get 5. Well, then we are still getting AGL orbs. So that gives us the full 24 key. So we're at 249. They're going to get extra once we lock in Gohan into slot 3. Because Gohan gives extra support to AGL Tech, and I think it's physical. So he's giving them 50% support by being in slot 3 on this rotation as well. So, and they do only need to pick up, one orb of the specific typing to get that bonus. So they are getting the 70%. Yes, 8.3. They're not a nuking style unit, so the number of orbs they pick up doesn't matter for their stats. It's just for giving them the extra super. So, honestly, I'm actually like super impressed with their attack stats, considering this is them at 55%, level 1 links. The only problem is, of course, like meta-relevant teams, right? Kid Goku, not really meta-relevant anymore. Like I say, the big bosses, super attacks definitely do a bit too much damage to him now. And then Yamcha is the other 200% leader. He can still be good, largely because he has the ability to dodge. But of course, if you're using him in tougher situations and he's not dodging, then he's going to be taking a lot of damage. But yeah, otherwise, like, these guys are certainly looking very good on this team build specifically. But I'm going to finish him off here. Yeah, probably. The second Kid Goku will. But yeah, remember, if we pick up which is the orb typing, they can get some extra defense and dodge chance if we pick up one of their typings. The problem really for them is that the orb changing is so random, right? Because you could get to a turn where you really want them to be getting this extra defense, but then they orb change into, like, STR orbs, for example, and then you're not going to be able to get the extra. Now, STR orbs give them, is the attack and crit chance, isn't it? It's a shame, like, if I knew she was going to dodge 100%, I'd do this. Pick up the orbs for her, then use Bulma's active skill. But, of course, if the int Bulma doesn't dodge in slot 1, we would just die. So I'm not sure which one is the best one to get here. It's not going to drop those AGL orbs down the way I want it to, is it, if I don't do this one? So let's do this. I am kind of tempted to just get the attack one, right? So get the STR orbs. Because we can't get 7 orbs with them anyway. So if we get STR orbs, that gives them a 100% attack and a high chance to crit. So let's do that. Because we still get the 18 key super. It's not the full 24 key multiplier though, so the attack stat. We're getting extra bonus attack from the passive, but we're not getting as much key. So
time to get serious.
I won't bother hitting the nodes here because I'm not sure if how much damage Bomber would actually do. We'll get 1. Do a little bit of extra damage. STRVGA, Easy A. Well, I mean, you should always do all the Easy A's because you get the stones and everything, right? If you mean buying the unit with coins, I would say potentially not, right? Because he's good for current global content, but he's not going to be super crazy for the anniversary. We still got 7.6, and then we get the high chance to crit. which we didn't get, sadly. Yeah, that's the thing. I think you probably want to go for the AGL orbs more so, if you can, because you get the mix of attack and defense, but then you also get the chance for them to do the additional super, which I think is probably more valuable in the long run. I know they're not free. I know they're free to play, but I hope Goku and Arale get a super easy A. Wait, do they even have an easy A? I don't remember. I can't remember the last time I used them. But they did say that super easy A's would be for Dokkan Fest and LRs, but they didn't specifically say summonable LRs. So I'm really hoping they do the like Prime Battle Super Saiyan Goku as well. That'd be really cool for a sub easy A. Alright, we got a decent enough orb change this turn. Although we're not going to get the... we can't get any of the orbs that give them any extra abilities, which is a shame. Unless we do the Bulma active skill, which, considering their start of turn defense, probably not the best idea. So if we do this, then we can get our 7 orbs. We can't get AGL, Tech, or STR though, but do that, and do that to get the extra little bit of damage reduction as well. I mean, overall, I would say I'm pretty impressed with the numbers that they've done, but of course, this is a showcase setting. This is a team that we're not necessarily going to run in the most difficult events. Like, quite a few of these units are just not going to cut it in the harder events anyway. But I mean, they're certainly very impressive for free to play, 55%, level 1 links. I would say pretty decent. Like, imagine these guys, once you actually get their link levels up, you get like the first 2 dupes, so you've got their hidden potential paths unlocked to get the actual extra crit, additional, or dodge. Like, I feel like these guys could definitely put up some pretty decent numbers. Their defense is never going to be crazy. I think that's a big miss that they don't raise defense for 1 turn in super as well as attack, because then they'd actually be like really, really good. But yeah, I mean, in terms of just the numbers that they're putting out, it's certainly pretty impressive. Even on a turn like that, where we're not getting the orbs to actually give them any of their special abilities, they're still looking somewhat decent. So pretty impressive considering they are, you know, a free-to-play LR. You have to finish in the local to get them, but even top 150 local gets you 1 copy. So it's not like they're a super, super exclusive unit. That's why I wanted to do a 55% showcase, because I know a lot of people out there will have only got the 1 copy, since we've only just had the 1 World Tournament where they were added. So, but yeah, it's certainly very interesting. Of course, this Kid Goku's getting supered. How much does he take from this cell, all things considered? He's got support and his damage reduction passive. Yeah, still 586. And that's why this team isn't super good for like difficult content anymore, because Kid Goku, I know it's type disadvantage, but yeah, Kid Goku, even with his damage reduction like active, isn't tanking these like big supers anymore. So it's a shame we can't... well, actually, we do have the green orbs. The green orbs are the ones that give them the extra defense and dodge, isn't it? Yeah, so they're going to get an extra 100% defense and chance to dodge. So if we get the green orbs here, then I can do this. Oh, the animations are on, aren't they? Yeah, a lot of the time when we've used that Super Vegeta, we've used his active skill, and then he's like dodged an attack or something. But he's still getting like 30 odd mil.
Your wish has been granted. Farewell.
And it's guaranteed crit. And if you've built in full additional, which you probably should have, then he can do another one as well. And there's that full heal. I mean, they got 317k start of defense this turn, which is not bad. We got that the extra defense and extra dodge chance. They didn't get the dodge, but then they still drop an 8 mil. I mean, that's really, really good. So I'm very impressed with their numbers. The only problem is, as I say, their usability in terms of like teams. The fact that LR Bulma is one of their best link partners is, of course, a decent plus for them, because she's still a very, very good unit to run. So having one of your best link partners be one of the better units is, of course, very good. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. For 55%, I would say that they are pretty decent. But let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.